to my YouTube channel Programming with DPWala. Today we are discussing the problem from the CodeStep Starter 64, and we are discussing one of the interesting problem from this contest, that is prime factor division. The difficulty rating of this problem is 2016. This problem was not that much difficult, but the constraints make this problem quite difficult, because here we can't apply normal logic to implement this. Here we need to think in terms of some mathematical operation. So let's discuss this problem. Here in this problem we are given the two positive integers a and b, and we need to determine whether all the prime factors of the integer b is it divides the number a, means a is divisible by all the prime factors of b. Here they have denoted all the prime factors of b as s of b. So we need to find that whether all the prime factors are dividing a or not. And here the constant that were given to us is that a and b can be as large as 10 to the power 18. So it is quite large. Here we do not apply the normal approach, that first we will calculate all the prime factors of b, and after that we run the loop, or we can say we check whether all the prime factors are dividing a or not. If all the prime factors of b are dividing a, then we will print yes, else we will print no. Here the few test cases are given. So let's discuss this problem with the help of this test cases and implement this. So here the test case given to us is that a is 21 and b is 63, a is 72 and b is 72, and a is 25 and b is 20. This is the first test case of this problem. So let's discuss. Here first we have calculated the factors of the number a and the factors of number b. Here the factors of 21 number a is 7 into 3, and for 63 it is 7 into 3 into 3. As here we can see that the red part is the common part present in both a and b. So from this we come to know that the numbers that are common, or we can say the prime numbers that are common in both the numbers, are not a problem for us, because as we know that every prime number coming from this red part is never a problem, because it is present in both the numbers. We need to check whether that all the factors present in the number b are dividing the number a or not. So here 7 into 3 is dividing it, because it is a common part present in it. So there is no need to carry these numbers for the future calculation. So what we can do, we will remove this from b, because they are already dividing the number. So no need to take them forward, because as the constant is too large, it is from 1 to 10 to the power 18. So here as we are decreasing our number, so this will ultimately result in the successful implementation of this problem. So what we are doing, we are dividing our very big problem into the smaller sub problems, and uh, reaching to our final solution. So after successfully deleting 7 into 3, we here we got 7 into 3 and 3. So now we can see that the common part present in both a and b is 3. So what we can do, 3 will divide this number, so we will remove 3, and remove 3 in the sense we are calculating the GCD of both the numbers, because for calculating the common part, greatest common divisor, we will use GCD function for implementation of this question. So here the number that we comes to us at the end is 1. So here is the catch. What we can do here, if b becomes 1 and the GCD of both a and b becomes 1, then there is the case is that we do not get any prime number in b such that it is not present in a. Here we got that all the numbers are present, all the factors of the b are dividing a. So our answer is yes. So here for let's see the second example. Here both a and b are same. It is very simple, as all the factors are same. So it will, in the first attempt it will divide. So this will always if both the numbers are same, then we simply return we print yes in this case. Let's see the third case. Here we are given with the A and B as 25 and 20. Here the five factors of 25 are 5 into 5, and for 25 into 2 into 2. The common part is 5 and 5. So we will remove 5 because this will always divide 25. We got 2 into 2. Here there is no case uh, we that 2 into 2 will divide 5 into 5. So here is the another catch, that if b not equal to n and still our GCD is of a and b is 1, then we print no. So this is the very important example to implement this problem. So what conclusions we made from this is that what we need to do, as our number, as the constant that are given to us is quite large, so we do not apply brute force approach. What we can do, we can shorten our problem into the sub problem and solve this problem. As we see that we have done these small things and we reach to our final solution. What we have done, we check whether that the numbers, we calculated the factors of a and b, and which are checking that whether the factors of b are dividing a or not. And if the sum of the factors are dividing a, then we simply remove that factors and calculating for the remaining factor whether they are dividing it or not. And if in the last, if our b number becomes 1, we and our GCD of a and b is 1, we print yes. And if this is not the case, and our b is not equal to n and still our GCD of a and b is 1, at that time we need to print no, because no answer possible, as all the factors of b are not dividing a. Hope these examples help you to understand this problem in a nice manner. So let's implement this problem by considering all these cases and solve this problem successfully. So here we have run the while loop till b not equal to 1. And as we have discussed in the example that we need to calculate the GCD of that common part, as we need to remove that common part that are present in both a and b from the b, because uh, that common part is already dividing the number a. So why we need to take or consider that number again and again. So we will check, we will calculate the GCD for that number with the total GCD that of a and b. And if that GCD becomes 1, this GCD is for the current value of a and b, not for the original value of a and b, because as we are removing some of the numbers from b, so we check whether the current GCD of b is 1 or not. And as we have discussed that if b not equal to n and GCD of a and b is still 1, then we simply print no. And we have set our flag as 1 and we break from our while loop. If this condition not happens, so we need to divide our b number by the GCD of b, because as we have discussed that we need to remove that common factors because they are already dividing it, so I need to consider again and again. This is the condition. And at last, when our b becomes 1, so we know, as we know that as our GCD of b is also 1 and our b is 1, so we will print yes. And we have as our when our flag is 0, then we print as this is the termination condition for this case, so we have set our flag, so we will print yes. So this is the actual implementation part of this question. You can see that how we have applied the number theory concept here, how we have used the greatest common divisor concept to implement this problem. Hope this video is helpful in understanding this problem and you got the approach behind how to apply greatest common divisor in such problem, so that this will be helpful to you in future. Please like this video and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that bell icon and stay connected for more such code shape, code forces and lead code daily contest analysis. Thank you.